Hello and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft 360 Season 2 Episode 77. Past couple of days, actually more than just the past couple of days, it's been about a week since I've actually recorded anything. Oh, since I recorded even the last episode, which was... It's been hectic. So, yeah. Fun. Rotten flesh. What was I going to do today? I mean, I had a lot of stuff I had planned at one point. Oh, moving stuff. Moving stuff, that's what it was. Yeah, past couple of days have been rather hectic. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Cleaning. It's been, rather, I guess, fiery the past couple of days with the actual heat. I wanted to build... I do want to make a smokehouse and everything like that, but right now it's not too much of a concern. One thing, or a couple things I do need to do, however, is I want this. Fun. And just past couple of days have been painful. Painful, to say the least. It's just been a lot of work. But it's settling down now. I actually have to do a lot of stuff today again, but I'm just trying to minimize the amount of stuff I need to do right now. Yeah, this all has decay on it, so remove all decay, stack everything. Like, why won't this stack? Okay, because I had it all on medium, so it should be perfectly fine, yeah. And it shouldn't have any decay on it. There we go. And, oh, these all have to be salted. That's another thing. I just put away my salt, great. Fun, 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 fun. Time consuming. What I do want to have here, however, is this needs tore up. Place this here. I'm going to have a stair system up to here. Looks about right, yeah. There we go. Just about right. And this is literally just to get down here. I was going to do a ladder system, but it's just not in the plans anymore. And right now it's too cold to do any processing there, so I'm actually stuck with the amount of salt that I did get. Which, unfortunately, is not really a lot. I don't know why it's not using that, but okay. It doesn't matter. It honestly does not matter. I do need to remove this grain. Okay. Decay. We just have a bunch of food here. And most of this is actually going to be going into that solar area. Along with, do I have my, yeah, remove this, pick this up. Oh, it's just hot enough to do that now. How much do I have there? I'm gonna need my bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. There we go. Actually, I have quite a bit of granite mud bricks, so that should be fun. And that's just to keep it running. We need as much salt as possible going into the winter. And yeah, it took a long time, so that's not a good thing. Yeah, it's already decaying, and that's the issue with this. Is it only decays it, or it only prevents decay so much, and then at that point it starts not helping. There you go. I have to continue just doing this. So salted cooked stuff. Yep. And you can technically, I think you can still, yeah, you can salted it, but that's what I'm trying to avoid. Yep. Now it should all be salted. I'm going to remove decay, and I'm going to then prep it for its final, what is it? There you go. Now it should be good. And let's store all this salted meat. There we go. Everything's good. We're going to have some grain in probably this one, and I'm just going to try to somewhat... what was the recipe for these? I'm not sure, but I do know that this can only contain things like barrels and these, otherwise it does not have any effect. It cannot be used for normal storage. That's the one downside of this. And it's best to be in the dark for this, so this being buried is going to be essential. There we go. And these are going to be stairs at some point. I just haven't had the time, nor the patience to build them as stairs yet. And this area is also going to need a bit of replacement for some things, but do I have a shovel? Please tell me I have a shovel. I'm tired of digging dirt with my hands. And I'm pretty sure I need this one as well. Or is it this one? It's one of these. I'm just trying to replace as minimal amounts of stuff as possible to avoid just stuff in general. There we go. Everything's fine here. Just gonna be lazy like that and do that. Now this area can be filled in for the most part. And at that point we should be good. I'll eat this. There we go. Drink this. And we'll use this dirt to basically fill in the rest of this area. Or at least what we had for there. Other than that, we should have more leather here. Unseal this. Hooray, we have leather. Quite a bit of leather, actually. And we also have deer bladders, which are great for, Okay, my volume recording, or my, Audacity was acting up. We have quite a bit of grain here. This is actually wonderful. And yeah, it doesn't decay very fast, so that's good. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need sticks. I know that. I actually don't. I don't remember this. No, I don't need bronze. I need cellar recipe. Oh, it's just planks. That's even easier than I was expecting. Especially since I can use this, and that makes me happy. Because there's plenty of things that I need to do, and constantly think about these is not something I really want to be doing. No, I don't want that. I want this. There we go. 6 shelves. There we go. We'll get inside here. I know it's a bit dark in here, but that's something you have to kind of understand is this isn't designed to be lit up. It's designed to be kind of closed off, and that door area needs to be actually darkened even more. Because otherwise this stuff will still have slight decay on it. And we're actually almost ready to just start bringing everything down here. In fact, very little is stopping us. And I also want to put all these water barrels down there too. 2 salt in there. And all this meat is salted, correct? Yep, salted. Salted, yeah, everything's good. The main thing about these is, this is not very convenient. This grain stuff is... Well, yes, it's better to have it in there. I just have a better chance of actually keeping stuff fresh if I... 1, don't have empty vessels in here. And 2, if I just stack it all up. There we go. Get these out, that... We're gonna need a lot of knives, so toss those in there. The seeds go in here. I have lots and lots of seeds. We have plenty of yellow bell peppers. Let's see. Remove that. This is now empty. Main reason I'm doing this is so I can actually stack all of it together and not have to worry about it. And a lot of this stuff does need to have decay removed from it. It needs to stack. Just stack everything. There we go. And these 2 are empty, correct? Yep. Ceramic jars are really good for just carrying around. Just make sure they're all empty. They're especially good for mining now. Other than that, we actually have very little reason to keep them on hand. Let's go remove decay and just stack a lot of stuff. There we go. And if you hear people yelling in the back, there's not much I can do about that. But yeah, we're actually doing pretty good here. And just remove any decay on anything here. Stack it all up. And we should be good. Main reason why we're separating a lot of these foods is we're going to be needing them to prepare actual food. And in here, I'm probably going to have grains. And we have quite a bit of grain, primarily like maize and things like that. We have good amounts of food, just in general. And another one's going to be vegetables. And I want one for fruit as well. Though we don't have much for fruit, it's just going to be something we're going to have to deal with for a bit. I do have something that has water, or I need to fill at something that has water. Oh, I don't have arrows. Because I took off my quiver. That explains a lot. There we go. This junk material, don't need it. I don't need the willow saplings, even though we actually do need them. We don't need them immediately. We have more grain here. Great. 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5 more. 6 more. 7 more. 8 more. 9 more. 10 more. 11 more. 12 more. 13 more. 14 more. 15 more. 16 more. 17 more. 18 more. 19 more. 20 more. 21 more. 22 more. 23 more. 24 more. 25 more. 26 more. 27 more. 28 more. 29 more. 30 more. 31 more. 32 more. 33 more. 34 more. 35 more. 36 more. 37 more. 38 more. 39 more. 40 more. 41 more. 42 more. 43 more. 44 more. 45 more. 46 more. 47 more. 48 more. 49 more. 50 more. 51 more. 52 more. 53 more. 54 more. 55 more. 56 more. 57 more. 58 more. 59 more. 60 more. 61 more. 62 more. 63 more. 64 more. 65 more. 66 more. 67 more. 68 more. 69 more. 70 more. 71 more. 72 more. 73 more. 74 more. 75 more. 76 We have fruits, vegetables. Is it considered? Yeah, it's just vegetable. Because technically these are considered fruits just because they're juicy, but they really, in my personal belief, they are considered a vegetable because they primarily have vegetable nutritions. So, yeah. But in all technicality, I know they're considered a fruit. Okay, I just want to take as much as I possibly can. And I can stack these. What? Why am I not stacking these? Oh, I know why. I know why. It's fine. These aren't dried. That's what the issue was. Regardless. Remove any decay. Everything's good. And let's put some fruit in the fruit baskets. Vegetables in the vegetable baskets. And grain in the grain basket. Yeah, these are dried. These are dried. These actually need to stack, but I don't have room in this. And we have extra meat, so that's good. And it's all salted. So, yeah, okay. And for now, this is just going to have to be overflow for now. Fruit. There we go. What else do we have in here that we need to stack? These, and these. And this. Let's just stack this all, honestly. And we'll see which ones are not dried and which ones are. Fresh water, good, good. Stack these. These. I know these aren't dried, but those ones I actually wanted to have for olive oil. These are not dried, though. There we go. So these two are technically considered not dried, so they're not going to be in here. They're probably going to just be in the overflow for now. And I want to make this even darker, so I'm going to have to build kind of a walling here. Do I want to have spruce wood for this flooring, or do I want to have... I mean, sycamore is not that bad. Like, in general, the sycamore wood isn't too dark, but it isn't too light either. So let's chop down a tree and see what the planks actually look like. One that's closer is preferable. And yes, I know we need to get more fruit. Don't have much time left anyway, so... yeah. Yep, sycamore. Sycamore has kind of a yellowish texture to it. And you can see that this area is colder than this. And that actually explains it because this is more northern, this is southern, so right around this area we're actually experiencing winter a little bit earlier. It's not that bad, but once winter hits, it's going to cause problems for us. Yeah, sycamore lumber, I think that's probably going to be what I want, especially since I know it does actually look pretty good. It's kind of got a yellowish texture to it. And I think that yellowish texture is going to be a little bit nicer looking on this. because this is going to be one higher anyway. And this is just going to be covered. This isn't going to be much, and once you get about here, it should be fine. This actually needs to be darker, like a lot darker. I'll think about it. For now, I think I'm going to use the sycamore lumber here. In fact, why am I not doing this? I can get down here. Yep. It's going to be banging my head a little bit until I actually have the staring, but other than that, and I do know that there's going to be one more here, but this is actually going to be wood, so. I have to think about that now, but overall this is probably what I'm going to have. It kind of reminds me of partially bamboo, but I know it's not. Other than that, that's basically the first start of the actual cooking area. We're going to be... It's probably best if we start filling in some dirt now. At least make it easier to work with. I'm trying to keep this functional, and we have plenty of sycamore, hickory, white elm. We should have a lot more white elm than that. I was about to say, we ran out of white elm? I highly doubt that. I was going to use this for something else, and now I'm debating whether or not I should do that. But, empty. This is just primarily, that's gold. But, yeah, we're gonna have to start moving around some stuff. And I actually do remember that we have a use for tin now. Yep. And, yeah. Now that we have a use for tin, I actually don't feel bad about making that ingot earlier. Because one of the things we need is, for this scale, it needs weights, and one of the weights is tin. Or it might be zinc, I can't remember. I was pretty sure it was tin, though. No, I don't need this. Where's my barrel? There we go. Now we have vodka here. And we need to eat. Might as well eat from this. I'll have this. A good meal. And I know it's the end of the episode, but hooray. There we go. Oh, gotta have some of that nice, delicious tanning water. There we go. Get this area filled in. Oh yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be doing for the next couple episodes, is getting this area actually set up to be the structure that I wanted it to be. And so we're probably going to need to start digging out areas as well. So probably the next couple episodes are going to be terraforming and preparation of the area. We're going to have a nice underground shelter here, and we're going to have a nice building on top. So this will be fun. But until next time, if you enjoy what you're watching, like and subscribe for more. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. Bye. Thank you for watching. For more content, check out my channel. If you wish to support my channel, check out my Patreon. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates.